and I can put you in. I can put you in. And I can put you in. I can put you in.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
How y'all doing today on December the 8th here? And thank you for tuning in to the BHLC podcast, the one and only, the Big Head Light Skin Community, my podcast. Thank you for tuning in today. I got a great show for y'all. I'm very excited, but I got to go over a couple of things first and foremost. I hope you're having a great day. I know my podcast is here on the 12:30 on a Friday evening. I know it's a little different because I'm usually on Saturday nights, but all I'm doing is coming through your lunchtime, so y'all can look at me through lunchtimes. Your boss won't know. Just have your phone looking dead at me. So with that said, I got a great show for everybody this evening here on this December 8th day here in Louisville, Kentucky. Let me go over a couple of things first. First and foremost, let me give much love to my dentist, Dr. Kane, the Smile Center. He keeps my smile tight. So much love to him. And also, I want to go to one of my other sponsors for, I got a show coming out February the 14th, Valentine's Day, all-female show at 21st Germantown, 1481 South Shelby Street here in Louisville, Kentucky. It's all females. It's on Valentine's Day at 8 o'clock. And you'll be seeing the flyer for that and be able to get tickets soon for that. That is going to be amazing. All females. And it's called For the Love of Comedy Showcase. So you need to check that out. And just keep watching my page to see the flyer coming up on that here probably next month. Also, too, I just want to go over a couple of things here on this, too. This being HIV and AIDS Awareness Month, just want to let people know about being HIV and AIDS Awareness Month. Make sure you're practicing safe sex and things out there because there's so much going on. And by being HIV and AIDS Awareness Month, we got to make sure we practice safe sex. Also, too, it's Universal Human Rights Month, which means we all human, so we all have rights. And it's kind of leading into my guest here today, because my guest today is from the Veteran Affairs Office. I was truly blessed to be able to get them to do this. I wanted to do it last month during Veterans Day, but I wanted to make sure everything was correct on this. So I wanted to make sure everything was real tight on this. So I wanted to make sure that we had all our little ducks and dotted I's in a row and stuff. So y'all know how I can be being light-skinned. So, but I'm very excited to have her. She's from the Veteran Affairs Office. She's a coach public contact and outreach of the Veterans Affairs Office, I guess here in Louisville, Kentucky. Please give her a big BHLC podcast welcome. I give it up for my good friend who I just met, who seemed like a very nice person, Natasha Maria. Let me see this right, Natasha Ramirez. Make sure I get it right. I might have messed it up, Natasha Ramirez.
Hey. You did good. You did good.
Okay, I wanted to make sure because I've been known to mess up some names.
You're fine. You're fine.
Okay, glad to have you this evening. And I'm sure all my subscribers are glad to have you too, because this is the time of the year around Christmas and New Year's. We have family members, especially family members that are veterans, that they need somewhere to go. They need somebody to be with if they want to be with somebody. And also just need to know about the benefits out here. So that's why I had to have you on here, part of the Veterans Affairs Office, to explain some things to the people here that's going to be watching this podcast and is watching it right now on my YouTube channel, as well as the Big Head Light Skin Comedian page. I'm really excited about having you on here, and I just want you to explain. You can whatever you want to explain to them, and
Okay.
and just tell them everybody about the benefits and everything, and what y'all do there at the Veteran Affairs Office.
Okay. Well, first I want to say thanks for having me. Thank you for your service, and thank you to all the veterans watching for their service.
Right.
So like Leva said, I am the coach of the public contact and outreach team at the Louisville Regional Office downtown in Louisville. And we are part of the Veterans Benefits Administration. And we see veterans on a daily basis. So one thing that I did want to explain is sometimes people kind of get things like intertwined or confused about VBA and VHA. And so I try to explain to veterans that like VA is kind of like, think of it like a tree. And then we have kind of parts that branch off. We have like the branch of VHA, branch of VBA, and then we have the National Cemetery Benefits as well. And so
Right.
we are the VBA branch, the benefits branch, and we do the compensation and benefits part. We also do fiduciary service and voc rehab and rehabilitation and education in our office. And so we administer a variety of benefits and services. Like I said, comp, education, insurance, loan guarantee, pension, FitHub, and VR&E. So what we do is we review claims and appeals also related to Camp Lejeune. That is kind of our specialty at RRO. We are one of 6 fiduciary hubs in the nation. And if you are not familiar with the fiduciary, fiduciary basically protects veterans due to injury, disease, or age are unable to manage their financial affairs. We ensure that their benefits are being used correctly. We also have the VR&E, so Veterans Readiness and Employment, and that helps veterans with job training, education, and employment accommodations for service-connected disabilities.
Okay.
And then, so I wanted to talk about some of the ways that veterans can come down and see us or seek assistance if they can't come down to the office.
Okay.
So like I said, one of the things that we do is we provide the assistance and counseling regarding the eligibility for benefits and how to apply. Veterans can come down in person to our office, which is 321 West Main Street.
Okay.
They can walk in and they can be seen for an appointment. We have a public contact specialist. We have several of them that will sit down with them, walk them through the process, answer any questions, help them file a claim in person on the spot, and any additional assistance that they may need. If somebody does not want to come in person, then there are some other options as well. We have Vera, which is our visitor engagement and reporting application. And I'm not sure if we uploaded this card or if we were able
we tried to upload. Well, you know what? Yeah, they put that on. You know what? I think I got mine.
I'll hold it up for a minute. All right. Well, between the two of us.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, because I made sure I was doing this right. Yeah, here's the QR code for that. Yeah. And,
all we have to do is scan this barcode, or they can go to that web address that's right there on there.
Can I put that? I can put that on my page, on my Facebook page.
Yes, yes,
I'm
for
gonna do
sure.
that. I'll do that. I'm gonna take a picture and put it on my Facebook page.
Okay. So you can go on there, and veterans can choose if they want to. They can have a telephonic appointment if they can't happen to make it to the RO. If they don't have transportation, if they don't want to sit down with somebody in person, that's another option for them. Also on that webpage, you can make an appointment to come sit down in person to see somebody if that's a better option. Something else to do is there's several ways to file claims or seek assistance. Veterans can go to our website, va.gov, and on there you can file a claim. There's pretty much any question that a veteran may have. More than likely, there'll be a link on there to have that question answered or get you in the direction or point you in the right direction of having that question answered. Whatever the resource is, it will more than likely be on that page.
Great.
We also have our 800 number, which is 1-800-MY-VA-411, and that translates to 1-800-698-2411. And I'll say it one more time. It's 1-800-698-2411. And veterans can call there, and that goes to our national call center. And we have contact specialists that will answer the phone and help walk them through if they want to do claims questions, if they have questions about home loans, education, what's the proper procedure to file for a claim, if we have a surviving spouse that's not sure what to do, how to go about receiving survivor benefits. Pretty much, if you call that number, they can point you in the right direction and get you started.
Great. That's great.
The other thing that we have that I wanted to talk about is they personally do not belong to the VA, but they are organizations that work within the community and can help veterans. And that is our Veteran Service Officers, VSOs. And I'm sure people have heard of agencies like KDVA, VFW, DAV, Disabled American Veterans. They are located all throughout the state of Kentucky and throughout the community. And so veterans can reach out to them at no charge, no cost, and they can help them assist filing for claims or benefits, any questions that they may have.
Okay.
Another thing is that homeless veterans, or if they need some
Yes.
type of support or assistance, they may
Mhm.
be able to point them in the right directions with getting them the resources that they need.
Right. Yeah.
So
I had a veterans. I don't know if it's the same thing. I'm sitting there with a veterans crisis line. It's kind of saying it was a 1-800-273-8255 number.
yes, that is our Veterans Crisis Line. And then we also have other options about that. I was going to
Okay.
kind of touch on that when we started
Okay.
talking about suicide, but I can
Right.
fast forward to that if you want.
Now go ahead. No, I'm sorry. I'm a
No,
little bit
you're fine.
faster. I'm sorry. My little light
No.
skin is getting in the way.
Oh gosh. No, I'll go with it. So
Okay.
yes, I know when we had talked before, we definitely talked about
Right.
that suicide prevention. Suicide
Yes.
is very real among veterans. I
Yes,
think
it
most of our
is.
veterans are familiar with the phrase 22 a day.
Right.
And so, there's nothing more important to the VA than, trying to help prevent veteran suicide. And so there are a ton of resources out there for veterans.
Right.
It's definitely a top clinical priority. And so there is a website. It's va.gov/reach.
Okay.
That is definitely a resource.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a veteran in crisis or concerned about a veteran in crisis,
Okay.
there's a 24/7 line, the crisis line, and you can dial 988 and then press option 1.
Mm-hmm.
We can also go to veteranscrisisline.net,
Mm-hmm.
or you can text 838-255.
Okay.
And any of these options are a way to get a hold of somebody to help you with, or help a veteran in crisis, or that is possibly suicidal. The other thing is, at any time, a veteran that maybe having suicidal ideation or suicidal, they can report to the VHA ER
Mm-hmm.
and let them know, and
Mhm.
they will be seen on the spot, and resources will be available to them.
That's great. That is
Yeah.
great. Also, too, I know they was they was talking about in the news, I guess about a month ago, maybe a couple of weeks, whatever. And I don't know how much you know about what's going on with this, but I see they was building a new VA hospital here in Louisville, Kentucky.
Yes.
I'm excited about it, being a veteran.
I think all the veterans are excited about it for
Yes, I
sure.
think it's so beautiful. I really do. For all the veterans, that needs medical attention. I think it's
Yes.
medical treatment. Yes. So
A top-notch facility, and I think it'll be very nice for veterans to walk into a brand new facility and just, sometimes what you see just makes a world of difference for you. So that fresh, new, clean look, I think, will really help brighten spirits.
yeah, I do. I think it's great and definitely long overdue. And I just think it's great for all the veterans to have that to go to. So more than anything, and like I said earlier, by this being Christmas and almost New Year's, this time of year where a lot of veterans, if they have family members, they want to be around, some don't, and a lot of them are by themselves. So, and they need somebody to talk to, outreach, and that's why I'm doing this podcast. So they can call somebody with them. And I think we also touched a little bit on that. Let me make sure I get this right here. It was something about the Veterans Food Assistance local chapters or something.
Okay, so I did send you, I think I sent you this on email too.
Yeah, you sure did. Yeah,
But,
that's great. Little street tips.
I am not technology savvy, so I apologize.
Mhm.
This Louisville Street Tips. So this
Okay.
book is very, very informative and definitely has any information about like emergency shelters. And I'm sure you can't
Well,
actually see what's in here, but emergency shelters, there's food
just toilet
banks,
prep. Mhm.
family and children resources, any type of food resources, meal resources, and street
Let me get
outreach
love and see
organizations. And so I did send you a copy of this book, and I think you said that you were going to put it on your Facebook page.
Okay. And that's good though, because that really help out some people veterans who are hungry and need somebody to be with or whatever at this time of the year. So
Yes.
I mean, that's
The other thing I
important.
did find out was on Christmas Day, the Salvation Army will be offering a holiday meal.
Mhm.
They were
Okay.
unsure of the time, but I do have the phone number and the address, so veterans can reach out if they want to call down there, or
Right.
if they want to show up down there and find out some more information. So the number to the Salvation Army is 502-671-4900.
Hmm.
And it is located at 911 South Brook Street here in Louisville, Kentucky.
Go open the door for your mother and help her out. Mm. Yeah. Okay. I had to call my son here to do something.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay.
I'm laughing because I can relate.
Yeah. So that's great because simple fact, like I said before, the veterans need somewhere to go, especially if it's time when it's time to fight, especially people that are hungry, and
Yes.
hunger is very, very, very. And this time of year, people are hungry, especially veterans, and it's good to have an outreach like that to go somewhere to get
Mhm.
food and get assistance. You downloaded that. And it was something else I downloaded too. You sent that Louisville tip. It was something else also.
It was this federal benefits book. So this
Okay.
is kind of like the know all be all, pretty much can answer any question that you have regarding
Okay.
VA and VA benefits for veterans, dependents, and survivors. And
Mhm.
so I sent you a digital copy of this book.
Okay.
These are kind of a hot commodity. Everybody kind of wants one of these. So
Right. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
pretty awesome that you'll be able to share that on your Facebook page and on your link.
I
And like
definitely
I
will.
said, there's a ton of phone numbers in here, a ton of resources. Kind of, if you wanted to know about home loans, you
Mhm.
can go ahead, look through the index, and it'll tell you exactly what page and how to get started on how to do that.
Right.
What else is in here? SGLI, family members, group life insurance, housing opportunities, and urban development. So this is a great resource for veterans.
That's great. Yeah, because I have a lot of veterans in my family too. So, and I know I have friends that are veterans. So,
Mhm.
um, I think that's great. It was that too. I know we talked about the homeless veterans. I think we had talked the other day about it was sexually mistreated LGBTQ plans coordinator or something. Did we talk something about that, or was it?
We may have touched on that. I would think that we probably talk more about
It was
military sexual trauma.
yeah,
Possibly?
it's fine.
Okay. So
Yeah.
yes, I am the coordinator for the military sexual trauma.
Okay.
Each RO has one, and the hospital has a coordinator as well.
Okay.
Military sexual trauma. I actually just taught a class at Fort Knox this morning about this.
Hmm.
1 in 4 veterans had some type of military sexual trauma, whether it be harassment or an
Okay.
actual incident within service.
Hmm.
And so this is a very big topic among veterans. And so we try to make sure that we have allocated resources. We have people properly trained to intake those claims. And then we actually have a RO that is specially trained in the development of those claims and the decision-making process of the military sexual trauma claims.
Right. Yeah, that's important too, because that's great that they have that type of program and stuff. Because when I was in the military, which was a long time ago, back when Abraham Lincoln was president, didn't have that type of stuff. So, but it's great they have that. So they have some type of resource for them.
Yes.
That are being, sexually mistreated. So I think that's great.
One caveat to that, and just one thing I wanted to add is I know at times that, there are male military sexual trauma victims.
Yes.
Sometimes
Yeah.
it is definitely a little harder for them to come forward or make a claim or talk to somebody. So I encourage all veterans, if you have experienced military sexual trauma, to reach out to your resources and
Yeah.
find out somebody that you can talk to. And if you decide to file a claim, then by all means, file a claim for MST.
Yes, there are a lot of males that get sexually mistreated out here, and especially in the military. And a lot of them don't want to come forward, and I understand all that. But like I said, it does happen. It's a matter of just going to talk to somebody privately about it. So
Yes.
it is truly something you need to do if you've been messed with. I remember you was talking about this a little bit earlier about benefits for people who was trying to get VAs and homes and stuff.
Hmm.
You touched a little bit on that as far as just certain benefits they can have as far as using the VA. I think I used my VA loan to get my house I'm sitting in right now, so which is truly
Yeah,
a blessing, So
definitely.
yeah, and I think that's great too. So, but if they can contact y'all if they want to get a home through a home loan or what.
So home loan is not our area of expertise,
Oh,
but
okay,
yes, if
okay,
they do come down to the regional office, we can point them in the right direction and get them all the
okay.
information that they need to apply for their certificate of loan eligibility. Yes.
Right. And I think when I was down there at the office, the lady called me back, but we was talking about different things. And, by me being a veteran, I previously been in the military, and she said if I had any type of disability, let's say I'm just going to speak hypothetically, loss of hearing, sight, or whatever, she said I'll claim on that, and that's the way to work if you're a veteran, somewhat.
Yes, yes. So if you come in and you say, "Hey, I want to file a claim for compensation or disability benefits," we
Okay.
will walk with you through that process. If you have your service treatment records uploaded into the file, we'll kind of
Okay.
go over those with you and say, "Hey, I see that you were seeing, let's just say hypothetically, for hearing loss and tinnitus in service.
Okay.
This is something that you may be able to get service connected for. If they're experiencing any ailments at the time, we could say, hey, this is something that you may be able to file service connection for. We always encourage veterans to file service connection. Doesn't mean that it automatically get approved. It also doesn't mean that it'll be denied. So, we always encourage veterans to file for their benefits.
Yeah, definitely. So, I think we've covered so much here in the past 20, 30 minutes. We really have. And I think we've really educated them about a lot of stuff, the Veteran Affairs Office. It's good that people get to hear all this and get to know all this information, because there are people out there that are veterans did not know nothing about all this general information you just gave. Veteran Affairs Office, which is truly great. Thank you for being an outreach, being part of that, doing that, and being an outreach coach and everything. That's great. I remember you just went over it too. I think it's about it. I just was trying to make sure I covered all bases, because, like I said, this is a time of the year where a lot of veterans are homeless, and if they could somehow get themselves together and get out of the cold weather and get warm and maybe get some food, I think it's great that y'all for what y'all doing and helping them. So, but I know they gotta want the help as a veteran, so I understand that, because I know there's some veterans that don't want the help. So. I know I was talking to a friend of mine. They have the Active Hero program too out there that I think is great too for veterans. Active Hero program. But I just think it was just so great. All this information you went over so much, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna download some of these links, and I'm definitely gonna take a picture of scan code and put on my page.
Okay.
Download some links and stuff and put on my page for all the people that follow me. So if they got any veterans that need general information, they just come to my page. I'll go to BHLC podcast on YouTube and hit the link or whatever. So I just know it's a lot of good information out there. So it really
Definitely.
is.
And please, we encourage everyone, please come down and see us at the regional office, make an appointment, or just walk in, and we will definitely be more than willing to help you.
See, I'm glad you said that, because some people you'd be surprised that some people just don't want to take the first step, Natasha. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, yes.
The first step is so important, but a lot of times we don't want to take the first step because we're scared of of talking about it, or whatever it may be, a negative reply or whatever it may be. So, but taking the first step is so important in doing anything in life. So just taking that first step. So, and we all, if you ain't a veteran, you know somebody that's a veteran. So please let them know about this and tell them all this general information. You can send them to my page or whatever. They can get all this information and whatever they may need. So maybe even if you need contact Natasha Ramirez at .gov, she'll help you out too through email. So get you in the right direction of what you're trying to need to be done. So.
Yes, or even like reviewing the federal benefits book. After reviewing it, if you come across and you're like, oh, I think I might be eligible for this, or I have some questions about that,
Yeah, I need to look over it myself. I might be some things I may have before I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? So
yes,
I haven't even looked into myself. So I definitely need to. Let me just say this. I really, really appreciate you being on this podcast and giving all this information and having your smile on her, talking about this good stuff, your nice smile. So is there anything you got for me if I get her? Do you want to tell the people how to get in contact with you before I let you go?
Sure. So best way to get in contact with us is to come see us again, 321 West Main Street. The QR code, you said you're going to go ahead and upload it, but definitely get an appointment or get a telephone call back. So that's a big one. Yes.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah. I got it upside down, but there it is. Yep.
You got it.
Yeah, and I'm going to put that picture on my Facebook page. So
okay.
And if there's anything, let me just say this while I get you on. If there's anything y'all need for me to help your office, for anybody, please don't be scared to email me.
Okay,
Because
I
this
appreciate that.
podcast is for the people, by the people, and as the people. That's what my podcast is about. So, and that's just why I am. So, yeah, I'm a comedian, but I also believe in helping. So I really do. Well, I really enjoyed you, and hope I can keep you past your lunch. I hope nobody know you on lunch doing this.
I'm hiding in the conference room, so
In the conference room, like, where's Natasha? She was just here 20 minutes ago.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
but well, you're doing a good thing, so I think they'll let you bad with this one.
I think so. Yes.
But I really appreciate.
There's one more other important
Okay.
thing I got to
Yeah, go
say.
ahead. Yeah, put it out there. Yes, please.
Go Army, beat Navy. That's a big game on
Yes,
Saturday.
yeah, I forgot about that. It is good. Army and Navy.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think we'll beat them. I think Army will beat them. Yeah,
I hope so.
We'll beat them settlements. I ain't got nothing against them, but it really ain't no loser in that game because they both protecting the country. So
Exactly.
yeah,
Yes.
really
We just gotta talk smack.
I know. Yep. So yeah, and yeah, what, matter of fact, I'm gonna throw this out too before I let you go. I remember you saying during our little meeting I had with you and the other young lady. You were saying how you was I think I'm a Steelers fan. You were saying you was a Cowboy fan or something.
Oh no, I'm not a Cowboys fan. No, I think by default I'm a Packers fan from
Packers fan.
Wisconsin, but
That's what it was.
I definitely like college football more so than NFL.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. Yeah,
Yes.
I do. I'm kind of on both. So, but you
Yeah.
are a Louisville fan. I remember you saying that. So
I am definitely a Louisville fan. Graduated from U of L, so yeah,
that's
definitely.
what's up. Yeah,
and that one's not by default. I actually like Louisville. Yeah.
We're good. We're good. I really enjoy having you. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being part of it. And I really, really enjoyed having you. And I'm going to run this podcast again, probably
Okay.
a week or two from now. It look like it's live, but it ain't. It's just so people can know what's going on out there as far as veteran people have veterans and their families. So, but I really appreciate y'all being part of this. And like I said, if you need anything from me, please don't be afraid to contact me. And I won't be afraid to contact y'all if I need something from you all.
Most definitely. And just a reminder, sorry, for, if people do watch it later on in the future, the way to contact us is still the same, just because if you watch it in a month from now, you can still come down to the office and you can still scan that Vera code and come get some help.
All right. I'm glad you said that because somebody might see it a month from now. So,
yes.
Or even a year, who knows? So, because I always run my podcasts again. So, but I really appreciate you being part of this podcast. Appreciate having you from the Veteran Affairs Office. And I appreciate the Veteran Affairs Office for everything they've done for every veteran here in Louisville. Keep doing what y'all doing. Keep doing because they can't do nothing but get better. One of my favorite quotes is LSI. LSI means learn, share, and inspire.
I like that.
That's what you're doing. Yeah, and that's what you're doing. Learn,
that's what we're trying to do. Yes, for sure.
So enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much, Natasha, for being part of this podcast. And
thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. And hopefully, like I said, I'm gonna try to get down there and maybe take care of some things I need to take care of, and maybe I'll see you again.
We hope to see you soon.
Okay, then. Thank you so much.
Have a happy holidays.
Happy, that too, for sure. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you.
Yes. All right.
Okay. Bye. Bye. All right, y'all. That was my podcast for today. I really enjoyed it doing that podcast. I'm gonna end this podcast with a couple things and then get out of here. Like I said earlier, I got a comedy show at 21st Germantown, February 14th. All female show. It's called For the Love of Comedy on Valentine's Day on a Wednesday. Advanced tickets will be coming out soon. And just check my page for the flyer. All this information you just heard on the Veterans Affairs Office, please, if you got a veteran in your family, contact them, let them know about this information. Go to my page. I'm going to put some stuff on my page here later on today. And just scan the QR code or whatever link I put on there and it'll guide you in the right direction. And if nothing else, like I said, NatashaRamirez.gov can help you out. Should no veteran be homeless, I heard, that's protect this country. That's just the way I feel. So, and that's just where I am and the way I feel. So, because I feel like almost every day is Veterans Day to me personally. But continue to be yourself. Continue to do things the right way. I'm gonna end this podcast with this. Like I told her, I love LSI because it means learn, share, and inspire. And I think it's something we've gotten away from as a country. And if you can help somebody else out, please do if you can. And if you can't, so be it. But I just know that everybody's time is important, and I appreciate everybody that is tuned in to watch this podcast and support me on this podcast. This is my 40th episode. It's the last one of the year. I want to say very, very Merry Christmas to everybody out there, especially my subscribers, and a Happy New Year. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all being part of this podcast. And like I said, if you know anybody that needs help being a veteran, please guide them to this podcast. And this will help them. She'll get you in the right direction. That's why it was so important for me to do this podcast. I wanted to do it last month, but I want to make sure we had everything in order to make sure you get all the right general information out there. Like I always say, you just got to try to be a better person each day you have. So time is important. And I know a lot of times people say time is money, but it's just about being money, just about using your time wisely, whether it's mentally or physically, so you can have your own self-growth as a person. Okay. I'm the one and only Big Ed Light Skin Comedian. This is a BHLC podcast. You can catch it on Spotify. I'm on Spotify, Radio Public, Google Podcasts. Go to my YouTube, BHLC podcast on YouTube. Some of y'all ain't subscribed to me, and I'm going to catch you on the street. It's going to be on. So, you can check me out on my Facebook page when I do run my podcast live. So, with that said, enjoy your holidays, have safe holidays, enjoy each other, love each other, hug each other, because between today and tomorrow, nothing's promised. I love y'all. I'm the one and only Big Ed Light Skin Comedian. Continue to watch my podcast, subscribe to my YouTube, BHLC podcast, and I'm out. Enjoy the rest of your day. It's a beautiful day here in Louisville. Enjoy the rest of your day. The one and only BHLC podcast, one and only Big Ed Light Skin Comedian. Love y'all. Much love. Oh, one more thing. I'll be at the Louisville Comedy Club December the 20th performing on a Wednesday night. I think it's 7:30, so come check me out. Love y'all. Keep doing what you're doing.